Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hope. He's out of bounds at the 13. The offense changing the play. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice. There
he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Miller with the ball. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
From the gun, the running back has it. Plows through the defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
one as a quarterback, when you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground and throw it. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. To the air, it's Stockton. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do.
Trying to rumble in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He'll go to the sneak. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. complete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of put them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker into his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about
Wide open spaces. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide open downfield. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. The ball goes out of bounds through the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover for this offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give is to Miller. Running into the open space. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Alabama will get the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
That's caught. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Finds his man, it's Miller. Turning it on! He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Bernard. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. What a disappointment. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
High crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Comes that Alabama offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag it pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Breaks into the open. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Miller with the ball. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Bama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Jones. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Takes the easy completion. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Belt. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Georgia comes quickly to the line. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. But snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Card in the backfield. It's Branch. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Snagged out of the air.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This makes the grab past the marker. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Leaves it with the running back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give is to Miller. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Fires to the big fella.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
It's complete to the left. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
They'll move the wide receiver. Swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Alabama.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Just drives it between the uprights. And now they take the lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.